Hi students, this is Karthik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of engineering graphics and design with me. So in today's video, we're gonna see about involute. So first we're gonna define what is involute. So involute is a curve traced by the free end of a thread when it is wound or unwound from a circle or a polygon in such a way that the thread is always tight and tangential to the circle or side of the polygon. Now what he is trying to say? So what he is exactly trying to say that, let's say you are having a one circle, or let's say you are having a one circular disc, and now you have another thing which is having a free string. You have a thread with you. Okay, so you are having a one thread, and that thread that you are going to wound on a circular disc, or you can say unwound on a circular disc. If you are wounding, we are taking the direction like anti-clockwise, like this. This is a circular disc and you are wounding a thread on the circular disc like this in anti-clockwise direction. So what is free end? Free end means last point of the thread. So let us say if the string, or let us say if the thread is this much of length, so this is the last point. So last point, this last point we are calling it a free end, because this point is fixed and we are going to wounding something like this. So this is the free end. So the curve traced by this free end when we are wounding this thread on the circular disc. But what is the condition of thread when you are wounding or unwounding? The thread must be a tight. Thread must be a tight. Is always, and also it is tangential to the circle. So whenever you are wounding or unwounding a thread on some circle or on a polygon, so the curve traced by the free end of the string, which is known as involute. But now you will not get it to know about this by just this sentence or whatever I am trying to say over here. You can understand what exactly involute by an example. So I am going to give you the concept of involute, or you are going to understand what exactly involute through example. So let us understand what exactly involute through example. But before we jump onto the example, there are three types of condition in involute. First condition, when you have to wound a string or a thread. Thread and string both are the same thing. Now I will use a word string instead of thread. So you have first condition when you have a string length is equal to pi d, means circumference of circle. Second, when string length is greater than pi d. Third condition, when string length is less than pi d. But now in first example, we will take string length is equal to pi d. That means the string that you are going to wound on a circle, which is equal to the circumference of circle. That is what he is trying to say. So let's see the example, and through this example we're gonna understand what exactly involute is. So here the example is draw involute of a circle of 30 mm diameter. So what you have to do? You have a one circle which is having a diameter of 30 mm and you are having a string. So now string length is equal to circumference of circle. So we know that circumference of circle is nothing but a pi d. So you have to take a string length is equal to pi d. So what you have to do? You have one circle and you have to wound, because here it is not given that you have to wound or unwound, but whenever he has not given wound or unwound, you can take anything. But for simplicity, what I am going to take, that I am going to wound a string on a circular disc or on some circle curve. So what I am going to do? I am going to wound a string on a circle, and string length is equal to pi d, because here he has given that you have to take string length is equal to circumference of circle. So first write given data. So in given data we have a diameter of circle which is equal to 30 mm and we have to string length is equal to circumference of circle. But I know that circumference of a circle is nothing but pi d. So we have to take string length L is equal to pi d. So pi is 3.14 and diameter d which we have is 30 mm. Multiply it and you will get answer 94.2 mm. So you have to take a string length L is equal to 94.2 mm. So let us draw the example. So first what you have to do? First you have to draw a circle of 30 mm diameter. So first draw a circle of 30 mm diameter just like this. Now divide this circle into 8 number of parts. So now we are going to divide this circle into 8 number of parts. side. Now we have to give the numbering, but how to give numbering, clockwise or anti-clockwise? Because here I am wounding the string, that's why I am going to give a number in anti-clockwise. If I am going to unwound, then I am going to give numbering in clockwise. But right now I am going to be wounding. So whenever you give wounding, whenever you do wounding, so you give number by anti-clockwise direction. When you are doing unwounding, so you give numbering in clockwise direction. But we are going to give numbering in anti-clockwise direction. So like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is how you have to give the number. Now you have to draw a string which is having a length is equal to 94.2 mm. So from point 8, always remember, from point 8 you have to draw one horizontal line like this. We will give it a string length AP. So we have given the name string length AP or string AP, which is having length L equal to pi d. So you from point 8 you have to draw horizontal line of 94.2 mm and you have to give the name AP. So this is a string AP which is having length L equal to pi d. Now we have to also divide this string AP into some number of parts. But how many number of parts? So here we have divided circle into 8 number of parts. That's why we have to also divide a string into same number of parts as we have done on a circle. So we have divided circle in 8 parts. So that's why we have to divide the string in also 8 number of parts. So let us divide string AP into 8 number of equal parts. So let us divide it. And also now we are going to give a name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So here you can see that I have divided the string AP into 8 number of equal parts and I have given the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we have done up to this much, up to this point. Now what we will do, from point 1 on a circle. Now I am saying on a circle you can see the point 1 on circle. So see circle and on circle you can see point 1. So from point 1 on a circle draw a tangent of some random length like this. Now from point 2 on a circle draw a tangent something like this of any random length. Same way from point 3 on circle draw tangent from point 4, from point 5, from point 6, from point 7, and when you draw tangent from point 8 it will be going to become a string itself. So from tangent from point 8 on a circle it will be a string itself. So now what we have done, from point 1 to 8 on a circle we have drawn a tangent of any random length just like this. Now what we have to do, now take a distance equal to 1 to p on a string. So now see the string. On string you have a distance equal to 1 to p. 1 to p means you have string length AP. So what you have to do, on string length AP you have a point 1. So now take a distance equal to 1 to p on a string. So now see the string and take a distance equal to 1 to p, and now taking this much distance, now come on to the point number 1 on circle. Now come on to the point number 1 on circle and 1 as a center, put an arc on a tangent which is coming from point 1, and whenever it will intersect it will be a point P1. So what we have done, we have taken distance equal to 1 to p on a string, and by taking this much distance we now come on to the point 1 on circle, and from point 1 as a center we put an arc on tangent. Whenever it intersect it will be a point P1. Same from point 2, what you have to do, now you have to take a distance equal to 2 to p on string. By taking a distance equal to 2 to p on string, now come on to the point 2 on a circle, and now 2 as a center, put an arc on a tangent which is coming from point 2, and whenever it will intersect it will be a point 2. Same from point 3 you have to intersect point, and whenever it intersect it will be a point P3. So from point 3 how much distance you have to take? You have to take 3 to p, and whenever it intersect it will be a point P3. Same way from 4 you have to take 4 to p, from 5 it will be 5 to p, whenever it intersect it will be point P5. From 6 0.6 to p, 7 to p, whenever it intersect it will be a point 7, it will be a point P7. And now what about point 8? So you have to take a distance equal to 8 to p, so it will be a point 8 itself. Now you have to take a distance equal to 8 to p, so it will be a point 8 itself, so it will be a point P8. You can see on your screen. Again I am going to repeat, see 4.8 you have to take a distance equal to 8 to p on a string. So what will happen, now you come onto the circle, so what will happen, it will become that point itself. So now see on your screen, because 8 point will become a point P8. Now what you will do, now you will connect from point P, now connect point P on a string to the point P1 on tangent. So now connect point P to P1 by a smooth curve like like this. Now from point P1 to point P2, now P3 to P4, now P4 to P5, P6, P7 and P8. So now what we have can see it over here. Again I'm gonna repeat what we have to do. We have to just connect all the points. So from point P on the string to point P1. So from point P to P1, P1 to P2, you have to draw like this curve. From point P2 to P3, P4, from P4, P5, P6, now P6 to P7 and P8. So this is a involute. So you can see that what we have to do, we have connect all those points. So P, P1, P2, P3, P4, these all points are showing the free end of the string when we are rounding on the circle. So you can see that all these points P, P1 up to point P8, these all showing the free end of the string when you are rounding on the circle. So when you have joined all these points by a smooth curve, whatever the curve you are getting, that is what the involute is. So now I can definitely tell you this, that now you will got to know that what exactly the involute is. I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.